Hey guys, you got Shempy, and I'm bringing you another Road to Glory video. This time, Shane Falco and the Oregon Ducks taking on Stanford, and really a pretty beastly matchup. I think Stanford's ranked number 4 or number 5, and the Ducks are ranked number 2. So I thought it'd be a fun game to show. A couple of powerhouse teams in the Pac-10. Michael James coming back from injury and hasn't had much of an effect really at all this year, but still trying to get him involved and pretty much more of the same. But yeah, just an update on everything I plan on doing. This is I think late in the sophomore year for Shane Falco, and I think I'm gonna show less games his junior year, probably like 1 or 2, and I'm gonna try to upload him to Madden, see where he gets drafted and what team I end up playing for. Should be pretty interesting. I'm not all that familiar with Madden. I haven't played too much of the past ones just because I've been stuck on NCAA, and kind of interesting to check out what the differences are between the games and which one's better and which one does certain things better. Like the tackling system in NCAA seems to be revamped this year, and I'm just curious how Madden has changed theirs. So look forward to that. Probably should see a few more games here. But yeah, so that being said, junior year is probably going to be his last year. But yeah, getting back to the gameplay and the snowy tundra at the Oregon Stadium. Down big early, 14-0. Haven't been too terrible on offense, really. We missed a field goal, I think, early. We got down pretty close to the end zone, but couldn't quite capitalize. And here we're just continuing to run the offense and get some of those short routes going so we can hopefully get something deep downfield. And well, Michael James actually early on not doing too poorly. Had a couple of nice runs, and he probably should given his ratings in this game and his dominance in real life. But they bring an all-out blitz here, and I audibled to all streaks, and that number 15 always being in the right place at the right time. I find him streaking downfield, and a great play. So here I'm running a play action, which I don't like to do too often just because it gets blown up so much because it takes too long to develop. But I don't know if it was the play action or what, but the safety just bit inside just enough. So number 15 gets outside, dances along the sideline, and finds the end zone once again. We've got 2 pretty nice scores, and number 15's at the receiving end of both of them. But here I find a sweet opening on the run. No one's going to catch me on that Stanford defense. I got too much speed. And I'm pretty interested to see how the ratings will change when I make the switch to Madden. Are they going to keep my speed ridiculously high, or are they going to just make my awareness completely terrible to make up for how amazing my speed is? I'm not sure what exactly they're going to do, but it should be interesting, and pretty interesting to see what team I go to. Hopefully I get a team with some good receivers, and this Oregon team initially had some great receivers, but here in the second year they've been a little bit of a disappointment. And I only say that because no one really has too much breakout speed or amazing route running. They're pretty average, but they've made some plays, and that's all you can really ask. But the running game has worked, and in particular this read play has been working really well. But after that big run in the first half, Michael James not really doing too much, not ever cutting it upfield, which is one of the most important things to do as a running back, is run north and south, and he just keeps running east to west, I guess you would say. But running an option here, haven't done too well so far, but I find Michael James on a late pitch, a very late pitch, and he takes it all the way to the score. Only has to break 1 tackle, and I'd like to get some of the credit for that touchdown. Unfortunately, I don't get anything, but I took it most of the distance there. And here I'm finding square deep. I thought I had him in bounds, but doesn't quite drag the 1 foot he needs. And I had another wide open triangle there. Didn't see him, and I think square was my initial read, so was a little open. I probably could have found a more open play. But I make up for it here, rolling outside of the pocket and finding my man deep. And he makes the catch. And it was 3rd down and 7 yards, so needed a decent amount of yards for that first down, and find it here. And here I'm trying to drag that option play outside, which didn't really work out too well. It was defended actually really well. And here Michael James breaking a couple tackles, throwing a spin move that actually did something. So I'm going to give it to him again and see if he can get the first down, and he does. It doesn't take much, but he gets exactly what we need. So continuing to drive, we've actually got a sizable lead now after that 14-0 deficit in the first, and I'm trying to run the Michael James a little bit more, see if he can, you know, break a couple more big plays like he has in this game. And the run game has definitely helped to keep the defensive backs off balance, and a couple of these play-action plays, I've seen a couple of bites from the corners, and it's definitely been helping, and hopefully we can continue throughout the next few years to get the running game involved. But here I make a bad decision trying to hit a slant route, but it didn't open up, and I tried to hit it right when he made the cut, but sometimes it's just not there, and that was the case this time. And here I'm running around trying to make something happen. I thought I might be able to break this one big, but he caught from behind, and you can't outrun the defensive line for too long. And running the wide receiver screen here, it works all right. Gets us into a 3rd and 14 instead of a 3rd and 20, which is still not a great situation, but I get nailed as I throw this one downfield. He wasn't really that open, and I was honestly just trying to get rid of the ball there. But running the option a little bit more, thought I might have had more yards there, get run down from behind, and here running low Michael James a little bit more of the same though. You know, he picks up 1 yard apparently, looked like a little bit more than that, but bad spot from the refs, I guess. He's continuing to be a little bit of a workhorse and trying to run him a bit more this game because he's had a couple of big breaks, but a little bit of a glitchy play here, and almost happy he didn't catch it. But here's the final stats, and on 12 completions I had 312 yards, which is pretty ridiculous. That number 15 had a couple of giant gains, and it's continuing to be my favorite target. But yeah, I had over 100 yards rushing, and both LaMichael James and I averaging over 9 yards a carry, and that's going to help in the future to establish that running game. And hope you enjoyed the video. See ya!